Allow me to illustrate a common occurrence in my daily life. So it's late afternoon and I'm driving home after a long day at school. And then it hits me. The sirens blaring, the lights flashing, and the big red truck rolling past my halted car. For that one moment, the world stops, and the nightmare locked deep inside my mind breaks out again. It's been 1 year and 3 months since my mom died. She passed away after having suffered a heart attack a week prior on Christmas morning. I suppose fate has a sense of irony. She told me that 2 weeks before she died that the key to moving through life's obstacles is to always put one foot in front of the other and look forward to the good things to come. I didn't think I'd need that kind of advice anytime soon, but I wouldn't have gotten this far without it. I'm not here today to ask for your consolation or your pity. I'm here today to tell you my story, what I've seen, and what I've learned. There's a very large misconception of grief in our society. People seem to believe that someone dies and their friends and loved ones feel a temporary sadness. And then they heal and life magically moves on. Yes, everybody grieves differently, but not one person I've talked to has gone through it this simply. In the medical world, it's accepted that there are 7 stages of grief: denial, guilt, anger, depression, reflection, the upward turn, and acceptance. I really don't like this system. My problem with it is that it's linear. It believes that grief is just items to scratch off a list. It believes that grief has a beginning and an end. And neither of these perceptions can be farther from wrong. Grief does not let you live peacefully. It swallows you whole and it leaves you in a void where you can scream and nobody will hear you. For a friend of mine, having lost his father a few years back, he told me that these apparent stages of grief just all bled together. There was no progression through them whatsoever. And for another friend of mine, having lost her father, she told me that the progression of time just seemed to stop altogether. And for me, I can even tell you how I thought about committing suicide, just so that the pain would stop. I will admit that I've struggled off and on with depression for a long time, but even for me, trauma shifted my way of thinking. The thing about grief is that it has a heavy psychological impact. It alters your brain chemistry, thus moving rational thinking to irrational thinking. At first, I just thought I was going crazy. I went from being organized to leaving my car keys in my refrigerator. I went from having a sharp memory to forgetting my neighbor's name. And I felt like I died with her, and that all that was left of me was a shell. At my mom's funeral service, countless people came up to me and said that they were there for me, they would support me. But it felt like a lie. I felt like they would just follow this misconception that life would magically move on and I would heal. At this point, you're probably thinking I'm the one with the misconception, that people know that the pain of grief never leaves and that life is never quite the same again. But if that's really the case, then let me ask you this. Why do we let people suffer in silence? Why is it taboo to discuss mental health issues openly? And why is suicide on track to be deadlier than both homicide and cancer combined? I don't know the answers to these questions. But what I do know is that we can't sit in silence anymore. For too long, I tried to bury my problems deep down, and I tried to move on. I pretended to be happy, and I pretended that I could fix my life, but I couldn't. And 6 months after my mom died, I burned out. I wanted to kill myself, just because it was a means to an end. But something stopped me. I knew that as far as immediate family goes, I'm all that my dad has left. And I couldn't bear the thought of hurting him. So I dug deep down, and I heard a voice. Put one foot in front of the other, and always look forward to the good things to come. I am by no means an optimistic individual, but that's not the point. The point is that I accept that my life has had some very tough changes, and I've given myself time and space to heal and to reflect. You don't have to be happy to be healing. You don't have to jump out of bed every morning with a smile on your face. Progress is progress, no matter how small. And even if the pain of grief never truly does go away, and even if life never is quite the same again, we're never alone. Lost loved ones are never truly lost. They're always up here, pushing us forwards, one little step at a time. Thank you.